Hello and welcome to part 2 of our STI series. And also, welcome to our brand new paint booth. Unless you guys follow us on Instagram, this I'm pretty sure is going to be new to you. It's something we've been working on for about a year, and she's finally pretty much done. We've got heaters along the walls to bake the paint on. I have some of them on right now just to help increase the temperature in the paint booth because it is a little bit chilly today. I think it was about 0 degrees. But all the LED lighting we could want, air water separator. This is the nicest airline I've ever used, Flexzilla. It's unbelievably light, which is really nice when you're painting. These doors, these were a challenge. They're 100% custom handmade paint booth doors, all sealed up well, fancy filters. We really got to thank Jim for this. You know, he put a lot of time and effort into making these doors and really making most of the paint booth. But yes, enough about the booth, back onto the car. The whole car has been sanded with a DA, everything's been scuffed up. I've masked it off, and yeah, we are ready to spray the filler primer on. Here we are after the second coat of filler primer is done and dry. I've gotta say, she looks pretty good. So we are back with the STI. The whole car has been sanded after being shot in filler primer. And Jesse's just doing the final de-dusting stage before we put it back in the paint booth. And then remask. And tomorrow I think will be time to shoot some color. So the car is all taped up, it's been wiped down with a tack cloth, everything's been cleaned. I got myself a nice spacesuit, too small for me, blew out the crotch already, looking real professional. So yeah, paint's mixed, it's time to get shooting. Well, bad news. The camera died while I was painting, so you guys didn't get to see me finish the paint job. But here is the finished product. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. There is a little bit of orange peel, which is what we're gonna be correcting next. But overall, I'd say for straight out of the gun, that's looking pretty good. There are some dark spots on the screen, and that's because the screen of my GoPro needs, or the lens of my GoPro needs to be replaced. Too much welding and grinding. But yes, the paint job I'm very happy with. After many, many hours of wet sanding, she is all flat again, and we are ready to have Jesse come in and give it a polish. So we went over the whole car with 2000 grit and then 3000 grit. Depending on how much orange peel you have, you can start with even 1000 grit, but the finish wasn't really bad on this, so 2000 made quick work of it. And I don't know, it's hard to see the reflection again with the damaged screen of my GoPro, but the paint is looking nice and flat. We didn't wet sand where the spoiler is going just because time savings. It doesn't need to be polished smooth under there. And now we are finally on assembly. We got Dylan working on the front end here, starting with the headlights. Everything's all wet sanded and polished up real nice. And I'm gonna be working on the rear end here, get the back bumper on, then tail lights and all those other goodies. And she's gonna start looking like a car again. So now that we have painted the car and we are on assembly, one thing that we always like to do is spray some, basically it's a wax-based permanent rust proofing, like it says on the can. But spray it in all the areas where rust is common, so areas behind the mirror, on the back of our repair panels, on the roof where you can't see, so we'll be spraying that, on the insides of the quarter panels, all of the common areas. This just really helps extend any the life of any repairs, prevents future rust from happening. And honestly, one can, it's like 15 bucks. Well worth the time and effort to do it, especially if you want to keep your car looking this good for a long time in our beautiful snowy, salty environment. so a little bonus that we're going to do for the owner of the Subaru is clean up this headliner. Again, I apologize for all these dots on my screen. If you could see what it looks like from all the grinding, you'd understand. But you see how just how dirty the headliner is. We're going to do this with a little bit of Rob's special detail mix here, which, don't laugh, it's just this stuff diluted about 20-1. You don't need a lot of it. Those of you that watch the Jeep vids, you'll see I cleaned a lot of the Jeep interior with that, but basically, you spray her on, take a clean rag, and just, you know, cameraman there. And like, it pulls the dirt right out of it. So Dylan will be attacking this headliner, cleaning it up before it goes in, and it'll be a nice little bonus for the guy. So here's a few minutes progress on the headliner. Dylan's been working hard. You wanna give us a demonstration of how quickly this stuff works?
Just a couple spritzes, a little scrubber doodle, better than any typical turtle wax car cleaner I've ever used.
And it takes everything right out of it. Alright, here is the finished product. She's all polished up and assembled, and it looks beautiful. I hope you guys like the video series on this car. We have lots more good content coming up, especially the next car. If you guys like rust repair, you'll definitely want to see the next video. But this is it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Go to the back one?